This is Vicki Jervicus at the Greater Gainesville Chamber, and I am delighted today to welcome Wyatt Zintiz, who is one of our candidates for the Gainesville City Commission, District 2. Welcome, Wyatt.
Hi, it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me. A little introduction about myself. I'm a Gainesville native, lived here for over 30 years, went to elementary through high school here, and then joined the United States Marine Corps, where I served 2 deployments in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Became an infantry team leader during my service there. After that, came back home here to Gainesville, the place that I love more than anywhere else in the world, especially after seeing a lot of the world, to start going to school. Got my associate's degree at Santa Fe College in political science, and then my bachelor's in political science from the University of Central Florida. Soon after graduating, met my wife, Ashley, and we've been together now for 11 years and have 2 small children. During that time as well, I gained employment with the City of Gainesville's Public Works Department, where I worked my way up from a maintenance worker to a labor crew leader too. During that time, I gained valuable experience that I believe will help me on the commission. And, after that, recently had 2 children with my wife. They're 2.5 and 1.5 years old. So now I run a small business myself, a landscaping business that uses electric equipment, and help take care of our 2 small children.
Terrific. All right. Well, thank you for telling us a little about yourself. Now I've got 5 questions for you, and that'll help us all get to know you even a little bit better. So The first question I have is, what is the role of the Gainesville City Commission in the community?
Oh, well, it's a broad role within the community. The Gainesville City Commission ensures that essential services like public safety and fire and infrastructure are provided to local citizens. In terms of the Gainesville Chamber of Commerce itself, it facilitates business by allowing infrastructure to be used by various businesses, incentivizes local businesses in various ways, provides cultural and art festivals for the community. The Gainesville the Gainesville Commission is an essential part of our community.
Okay, terrific. You touched upon this a little bit in your opening, but now's a chance to talk a little more about it, which is, what particular skills and experiences are you going to bring to this office?
Frontline experience in both the United States Marine Corps and in the Public Works Department. I started from the bottom and worked on those frontline areas in terms of actually, putting boots to pavement, if you will. That experience, and then as I progressed in those fields, working my way up to a sort of middle management position, allowed me to understand where the disconnect can sometimes occur between what the policymakers or the decision makers up on high think is going to happen or want to happen, and then what actually happens on the ground. And so that unique perspective is what I hope to bring to the commission, one that I don't think it currently exists on the commission, nor that my opponents have.
Okay, very good. And that's a perfect segue to the next question, which is, what would be your top priorities and projects if you are elected?
My top priorities are affordability for our citizens, resolving or at least coming to some sort of amicable situation with the GRU authority here in Gainesville, which is a big issue for all people in Gainesville, but particularly people in District 2.
Right into our next question, and you touched upon this a little bit in your opening, but now you can give us a little more details, which is, what particular skills and experiences will you bring to this office?
I think the particular skills and experiences that I'll bring to this office are frontline experience. In both the Marine Corps and in the Public Works Department, I started from the bottom and worked my way up into middle management positions, so that firsthand experience actually executing policies and seeing what changes between what decision makers think is going to happen and what actually happens on the ground level. Understanding the interplay between those two aspects of any organization, I think, is essential, and it's what I bring to the table as a possible commissioner.
Okay, terrific. And then, of course, that leads right into question 3, which is what would be your top priorities and projects if you are elected?
My top priorities and projects will be helping with affordability for the citizens of Gainesville through various measures, primarily through addressing people's property tax concerns. Many of us believe that the city of Gainesville have raised property tax rates, the millage rate, too high, especially too rapidly over the last few years. I would be in favor of either stopping that for quite a significant amount of time, or finding other ways to provide relief for citizens and business owners. I also would like to collaborate and cooperate with the GRU authority rather than continuing to fight for control over utility that the state has preempted our control, has ignored our referendums on. We need to move forward instead of stagnating in terms of this issue. And so those are the 3 things that I would focus on most as a commissioner.
Okay, terrific. That leads us right into question 4, and I will repeat for our viewers that nobody got the questions ahead of time, so it's all new. But the question 4 is, where are your thoughts on the property tax amendment that is going to be on the ballot in the fall?
Sure. I'll be clear that I do not support what will be known as Amendment 3 on the November ballot this year. It is misguided. It's not properly thought out, and the effects of it won't provide real relief to homeowners and business owners here in Florida. It'll just pass on the costs in other ways, or force municipalities like Gainesville to cut essential services dramatically. So in terms of that amendment, I do not support it, but I do recognize the underlying real grievances that gave rise to the legislation in the first place. Across the state of Florida, there is a general consensus that property taxes have gotten too high and that people are looking for relief. So as commissioner, I'm interested in exploring ways that we can provide that relief without being performative like this bill is and not actually addressing the root problems.
Very good. Okay, and then my final question is, what prompted you to run for a seat on the city commission now?
What prompted me now is, number one, I love Gainesville with all of my heart. As I've said before, I'm a Gainesville native, grew up here from a very young age. This part of North Central Florida is the most beautiful, amazing place, and it has the most beautiful, amazing people in it. So having served this community for over 10 years already in various ways, I then recognized this opportunity to make an even bigger impact and to provide what I think is a new perspective to the commission that does not exist currently. And that is a working class, frontline, hard worker experience that needs to be implemented.
Okay, terrific. All right. Well, now I'm going to open the floor to you. If there's anything else that we didn't cover that you wanted to touch on, we can do that here.
Well, I, as a small business owner myself, I recognize the importance of organizations like the Greater Gainesville Chamber of Commerce. As a commissioner, I would look forward to collaborating and working with the chamber on the public policy initiatives that you guys have. I can do nothing but agree with positions like to be a trusted global hub of talent, innovation, and opportunity in the Gainesville region. I want that just as much as you all want that. And if there's any ways that I can collaborate and work with this organization, I hope to do so.
Terrific. All right. Well, it was great talking to you today. I want to emphasize one of Wyatt's points, which is, as a community, it's on us to work together for the greater good and the things that we all strive for. And one of the best ways to do that is to vote. And so we have an important election coming up, and we encourage you at the chamber to get out on Tuesday, August 18th. However you like to vote, just be sure you make your voice heard. Thanks again, Wyatt. Good luck out on the campaign trail.
Thank you.
Bye now.